Yo, 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 Big Kish back up in here. We got rap lore expounding on the Diddy, Jay-Z, and Beyoncé situation. But he about to break down every link between them. Because you already know. The streets is streeting right now, y'all. Y'all already know this trial going on. People coming on a podium, taking the stand and all that. And they letting be known what's be going on behind the closed doors. And I've been hearing a lot of Jay-Z and Beyonce name too. And we about to check this out. Before we get into it, y'all make sure y'all go pick up a copy of Street Dad, Geek Dad, Avoiding the Manufactured Mindset, written by me, Big Kish. The link will be in the description for purchase. And I appreciate everybody that's been purchasing this book. And thank you for the feedback. It's a good read, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's get this video to 1,000 likes too. Y'all know I like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
Diddy's empire is crumbling right before our eyes, and he might be taking Jay-Z and Beyonce down with it.
Damn.
If any of this is true, it's a PR nightmare. But even if it's not true, it's still a PR nightmare for Sean Carter, Rob.
With Diddy's federal sex trafficking trial underway, the industry's darkest secrets are about to be exposed. But as some of the most famous celebrities in
Is Jay-Z gonna have to come in there and take the stand? That's the question. That's this Beyonce gonna have. And look, if Jay-Z and Beyonce have to come there, New York streets might be flooded, y'all.
the game scramble to distance themselves from Diddy, music's most controversial power couple is facing scrutiny like never before.
Oh, they coming after content creators. He blurred their face out for a reason. They coming at the content creators who got their face in their joint.
I'm talking, of course, about Sean Jay-Z Carter and Beyonce Knowles. For years, Jay-Z and Beyonce have
he was trying to build up a story. That's what he was doing.
reigned supreme as king and queen of the entertainment industry. But it's looking like their longtime association with Diddy is about to undo everything that they've ever built. So we're doing a deep dive into Jay-Z and Beyonce's decades-long ties to the Diddy empire, including all the ways that they might be dragged into Sean Combs' landmark Fed case. How did Diddy and Jay's rise to rap royalty mirror one another? How did both of these hip-hop moguls escape prison time after being arrested the very same year? And how did Jay, Beyonce, and Diddy curate an all-powerful inner circle that some consider a real-life secret society? We've even dissected countless legal documents to get the most up-to-date picture on how Jay and B have been affected by the never-ending Diddy scandal. How has the industry's first couple responded to the multi-million-dollar lawsuits and allegations, and is it already starting to affect their billion-dollar business portfolio? And finally, we're going to take a closer look at how Jay-Z might be influencing Diddy's trial from behind the scenes. Why is Diddy trying to hire one of Jay's most trusted lawyers?
They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
Uh-oh. He got Jaguar Wright in here. You know Jaguar Wright done exposed the whole joint before all this stuff had start cracking. I forgot the name of that podcast, but that Blue Couch, hey, that Blue Couch got a lot of stories on it.
Jay-Z and Diddy actually have really similar origin stories. Both men were raised by single mothers in New York City, and both were born just 1 month apart. But while Diddy grew up in uptown Harlem, Jay-Z lived in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn's notorious Marcy houses. By the time he was 13, Jay-Z had turned to the streets as a drug dealer. On the other side of the city, Diddy quickly established himself as a rising star in the music business. After landing an internship at
Real Street Stars. That's the name of the podcast. Real Street Stars.
Uptown Records, Diddy made a name for himself developing artists like a young Mary J. Blige and Jodeci. It was clear from the jump that Diddy wasn't your average industry intern. He was super ambitious and hands-on. In fact, he may have been a little too hands-on. In 1993, Diddy was fired from Uptown Records. While Diddy has long insisted that he was only let go from the record label because his boss was threatened by his ambition, Lord Jamar claims that there was a totally different reason why Puffy got kicked to the curb. According to Jamar, somebody walked in on Diddy getting intimate in the Uptown offices.
I heard that's why.
Oh, what y'all think Diddy was doing in them Uptown offices? He was in the cubicles? Diddy was in the cubicles with the little sticky notes and all that. Oh, those some sticky notes. Oh, there's some sticky notes, all right. Dang!
Why he had got fired from Uptown. That he got caught in a precarious act, doing something real baby oil-ish in the office. Now, I'm not going to get into the rumor of who the other dude was, but y'all heard the rumor.
Diddy might have been fired from Uptown Records, but he didn't stay down for long. That same year, Diddy raised the funds to start his very own label, Bad Boy Records. And his first order of business was signing a 21-year-old rapper from Brooklyn named Christopher Wallace, aka the Notorious B.I.G. The label's very first release was Biggie's debut album, Ready to Die, which went 6 times platinum and established Bad Boy Records as a force to be reckoned with. Biggie's success also solidified Diddy as one of the most cutting-edge record executives in the music business. But while Diddy was living it up, Jay-Z was struggling to secure a record deal. Despite releasing a single called In My Lifetime in 1995, Jay was forced to sell burned CDs out of the trunk of his car. Frustrated by the industry's refusal to sign him, Jay decided to take a page out.
Dame Dash said that all the record labels was saying that Jay-Z was trash. They said they ain't like it. I guess because he didn't fit the narrative that they was promoting at the time, but he started his own wave. You know what I'm saying? And he stayed consistent in what he was in his endeavors.
Out of Diddy's book. He invested the money he made hustling on the street into his very own record label, Rockefeller Records. When it came time for Jay to put out his debut album, he went straight for his friend from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, Biggie Smalls, to ask for a feature. Jay-Z and Biggie collaborated on the 1996 song
Jay-Z and Biggie Smalls make it to draws. Brooklyn going out for all. Hey, you don't stop.
Brooklyn's Finest, marking the first official link-up between Rockefeller and Bad Boy. As a rising rapper looking to leave the street life behind, Jay getting a certified superstar like Biggie to work with him on his very first album was a huge deal. But just 1 year later, everything changed. On March 8th of 1997, the Notorious B.I.G. was murdered while visiting LA with Diddy. He was just 24 years old. Biggie's death not only left a void in the rap game, but it also meant that Bad Boy Records no longer had its flagship artist. But Diddy had a master plan. Just 2 months after Biggie's murder, Diddy released his song I'll Be Missing You, a tribute record to his late artist that featured Biggie's grieving wife, Faith Evans. The song was a blockbuster, Grammy Award-winning, chart-topping hit that shattered records and helped cement Diddy as Bad Boy's new marquee rapper. But Diddy wasn't the only one who seemed to benefit from Biggie's passing. Jay-Z released his sophomore album, Volume 1, in November of 1997, and he used the occasion to not only pay tribute to his late friend, but to claim Biggie's crown as a so-called King of New York for himself.
I'm the focal point like Biggie in his prime on the Lodo.
Jay even enlisted Diddy to appear on the song I Know What Girls Like, while Diddy had Jay-Z appear on the song Young G's from his own album No Way Out. In the aftermath of Biggie's murder, Jay-Z and Diddy united not only as collaborators, but as rising moguls. But in 1999, both Jay-Z and Diddy found themselves in scandals that nearly destroyed their careers.
Are there any legitimacy? Is there any legitimacy to the allegations and the complaints made against Jay-Z?
On December 2nd of 1999,
shoot, Jaguar Wright said that he worse than Diddy. That's what she say. That's what she say. I don't know how true it is.
and Jay was rolling up to a party at the
But then you can't forget about the Rihanna situation when he was signing her. And he said you could either leave out of that window or you could leave through the door and be an artist signed to me. That's some wild stuff right there. That's some wild stuff.
Cat Club in Times Square when he saw a record exec named Lance Un Rivera. Jay confronted Un and accused him of bootlegging his latest album, Volume 3. When the argument escalated, Jay allegedly stabbed Un in the stomach and shoulder. He was arrested later that night on assault charges and faced up to 15 years in prison. Just 25 days later, Diddy would find himself in an eerily similar situation. Diddy was out partying with Jennifer Lopez at Club New York, just up the block from where his friend Jay-Z was arrested. Just like Jay, Diddy ended up in an altercation with one of his ops, a known gangster from Brooklyn named Matthew Scar Allen, except this argument erupted.
Think about Snoop Dogg murder was the case that they gave me. That's a pattern right there. Artists getting this big trouble. They get in huge trouble, right? And it's this big case that's going on. And after they get let free, they explode. Is it because the record labels got them off of doing all that time? And they had to trade in their life and sign over their life rights. Is it because of that? Or is it they just got off? I don't know. Look at the Murder Was the Case That They Gave Me video. And that explained. Because that's a deep video. That's a deep video. Look that up by Snoop Dogg.
Into a full-fledged shootout. 3 bystanders were injured in the crossfire. Diddy was arrested on weapons charges with 2 members of his entourage, a young up-and-coming bad boy artist named Shine and his longtime bodyguard Anthony Wolf Jones. All of a sudden, Jay and Diddy went from being at the top of the rap game to facing legal jeopardy that could potentially wipe out their careers. Even wilder is that they got arrested within days of each other for allegedly committing crimes in the same 5-block radius. Despite the seriousness of Jay's charges, he received 0 jail time for own stabbing. After pleading guilty in October of 2001, Jay was sentenced to 3 years on probation. Diddy, on the other hand, pled not guilty.
And check this out. Y'all remember when Dame Dash had came out and said that he don't want nothing to do with R. Kelly. I don't want to be seeing in no videos, no photos, or nothing with him. Not Jay-Z. They said they'll walk in the studio. They said, man, people be sitting on their lap that ain't of age. Yeah.
Guilty, sitting through a highly publicized 7-week trial. Despite an injured witness's instance that Diddy was the one who shot her in the face, he was acquitted on all charges and walked free. Meanwhile, Diddy's 20-year-old protege Shine was sentenced to 10 years in prison.
20.
Sean Carter and Sean Combs both managed to escape the long arm of the law, and it only added to the impression that both of these guys were absolutely bulletproof. Both Jay-Z and Diddy were suddenly seen as the new Teflon Dons of the rap game. It seemed like nobody could take Jay and Diddy down, leading to conspiracy theories about how untouchable both men seemed to be. Fans began to suspect that Jay-Z and Diddy's immense wealth and success had made them leaders of a so-called secret society.
You know, the game has been elevated. As we can tell, there's no expense being spared. We had a black billionaire's lunch.
Jay and Diddy.
You know Jay-Z don't hang around nobody. He get tired of people. He ain't that type to be hanging around nobody like that. Why is he so damn cool with Diddy, though? You got to ask yourself this stuff, man. You can't just be in the dark not asking yourself no questions. You must be inquisitive. You know what I'm saying?
He charted ambitious expansions into new industries like film, TV, fashion, real estate, liquor, and sports. But rumors swirl that Jay-Z was actually a member of the Illuminati, an ultra-secret group of devil-worshipping elites. Once Jay-Z married Beyoncé in 2008, these rumors went into overdrive, with some fans believing that the power couple had sold their souls to the devil to gain fame and fortune. And I don't know about that, but that's just what people say. But what I do know is that Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and Diddy worked overtime to curate a super exclusive group of power players, and that 3 of them were at the center of it all. As Jay, B, and Diddy attained billionaire status, they also shared a tight-knit inner circle. Diddy's infamous parties were seen as the ultimate elite hangout, and Jay-Z and Beyoncé were constantly in attendance. Countless Hollywood celebrities flocked to Diddy's extravagant bashers, with guest lists that included everyone from Justin Bieber and Will Smith to Naomi Campbell and the entire Kardashian family. When Diddy was asked about a picture of him and Jay-Z hanging out at one of his birthday parties, he gushed about the value of their friendship.
People see us as competitors and different icons in the hip-hop game, but that was a moment of just 2 black brothers telling each other how much they appreciate each other.
Kim Porter, Diddy's longtime partner, even chimed in by quoting a Jay-Z.
Kim Porter was pretty. I don't know why he didn't stay with Kim. Kim was pretty. Seemed like a nice lady. I don't know why he didn't see.
Lyric.
We call that picture a secret society. All we ask is trust.
Jay-Z and B were right by Diddy's side at his blowout, star-studded 50th birthday bash in 2019. In 2020, Jay-Z and Diddy hosted Roc Nation's Black Billionaire Brunch, and Diddy gave a speech where he let everyone know that he was keeping his circle as tight as possible.
We're going to keep staying together. We getting tighter. You know what I'm saying? And united we stand.
In 2022, Jay made a taped tribute to Diddy for his BET Lifetime Achievement Award. The two also appeared side by side to honor DJ Khaled in 2023 when he received his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And in a 2023 appearance on Carpool Karaoke, Diddy discussed how the only 2 people in the world who are allowed to call him by his first name are his mother, Janice Combs, and Jay-Z. But a lot of people are taking those secret society allegations.
Oh, both of their names Sean. Something going on here, man. Something's going on here. Something going on here. These guys, y'all think I ain't gonna say that.
seriously, and for good reason. For years, conspiracy theories have swirled around Jay and Beyonce over their seemingly unchecked power in the entertainment industry. Some fans even suggested that it might be mandatory for celebrities to thank Jay-Z and Beyonce at award shows in order to pay tribute. While some believe that these celebs are just grateful for the power couple's support, others think that it's a coded message meant to solidify their influence in Hollywood. Beyonce
That was Lizzo. Y'all seen Lizzo lately? Lizzo done lost all that weight. We might react to it. I don't know. Lizzo lost all her weight.
Is also known to send flower gifts to other artists like Taylor Swift and Lady Gaga. This is usually seen as Beyonce just showing love to other singers, but some conspiracy theorists believe that it's B's way of subtly threatening these artists by letting them know that she knows where they live. In 2016, Kanye West, a longtime collaborator of both Jay-Z and Diddy, went on an unhinged rant mid-concert where he expressed concern that Jay might send killers after him.
Jay-Z called me, bro. You still ain't called me. Jay-Z called me. Hey, bro. Jay-Z, I know you got killers. Please don't send them at my head. Just call me. Talk to me like a man.
Even though Kanye was
He said, please don't send them to me.
once part of the same inner circle, he seemed terrified of what Jay-Z's alleged secret society was capable of. But once Diddy was arrested on federal sex trafficking charges, Jay-Z and Beyonce were forced to run for cover.
His resolve is the same. He believes he's innocent. I believe he's innocent. And we're going to fight this case with all of our might until we don't have to fight any longer.
Diddy's arrest in September of 2024 sent shockwaves through Hollywood. While Sean Combs was the sole person charged by prosecutors, the federal indictment made it clear that Diddy did not commit these alleged crimes alone. The feds claimed that Diddy oversaw a vast criminal enterprise filled with associates who carried out his orders. And those infamous Diddy parties are at the very center of the government's case. Cassie Ventura, Diddy's former partner, is one of the alleged victims to testify against him. In a civil lawsuit she filed in November of 2023, Cassie alleged that Diddy was regularly abusive towards her, sometimes in full view of others. Seeing as Cassie
Hey, they said she was on that stand taking up for him too. Talking about, yeah, the love ain't dead. I still, hold on. Is that all for them? I don't know, man. Come on now. If Diddy was doing all that to Cassie, you got Jay-Z, Beyonce, who is that? Kim Kardashian on the beside it? Yeah, man, ain't no way you involved in this dude. You seen with him everywhere. You don't know nothing. You just don't know nothing. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Like Jaguar Wright said, Jay-Z is real sneaky with his stuff. Diddy, he let it all hang out. Mr. I got the keys to the city and all that. See, Diddy want to be seen. Jay-Z ain't like Jay-Z don't care about being seen. That's the difference between them.
Cassie and Diddy regularly hung out with Jay-Z and Beyonce at high-profile events like the 2016 MTV Video Music Awards. There's a lot of speculation that Jay and B might have seen some of this alleged abuse firsthand. As the allegations have piled up against Diddy, Jay and B have remained relation that Jay and
y'all see how close is that one picture? I want y'all to see how close they are. Look how close that is. Look how close they are. Is this one picture right here? Look at that. Ah! Oh my God! Eyes, brother, eyes. Eyes, brother. No, he didn't, did he? Hey, Diddy, why you staring at the back of that girl's head like that, man? Diddy, why you staring at the back of that girl's head like that? Look at oh, Lord. What the? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he's guilty. Oh, yeah, he guilty. Those some guilty eyes right there. Those some damn, Jay-Z knows big. Those some guilty eyes right there, boy. Oh, yeah. Hey, Diddy, man, you just taking a picture, man. God, look at that motherfucker. Yo.
and B might have seen some of this alleged abuse firsthand. As the allegations have piled up against Diddy, J and B have remained silent and haven't commented on his case. Given their well-documented close ties, some have found the couple's refusal to address the situation a little suspicious. An unnamed source spoke out against the matter, telling In Touch magazine, "They've remained conspicuously silent following the news of Diddy's indictment. There's already talk about what they knew, and if it got out, it could prove embarrassing. The last thing Jay and Bey want is to implicate themselves, so they're gonna keep quiet." Jay-Z's lawyer, Alex Spiro, refuted the claims that his client and Diddy were ever close, claiming that they only ever spent time together at work events and award shows, and that—
Look at that. Work events, award shows. Hold on, man. I got some footage. They go way back. They go way back. This when the studio equipment was plugging. You had to plug and play, plug up everything. You had to plug up everything back then. This when Jay-Z's shirt was wrinkled. This one, I think, was that the Lacoste shirt? That was that Tommy Hilfiger. This when everybody's shirt was wrinkled. They had the sleeves, short sleeves down to their wrist. Check it out.
One place, how much dope?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. This shirt was wrinkled then. Look, they ain't no billionaire status right there. Look at it. Look at the sleeves. The sleeves, damn it. This short sleeve down to the wrist. This how far back they go, y'all. They go back far, 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 far. Check it out. They go back far, y'all. This stuff ain't nothing new. He gave him something. Look at his bot. Look, they still together. Still together. Y'all think I ain't gonna say that.
that their association was purely professional.
They knew each other professionally for a number of years, just like in all professions. People know each other. At the music awards, they support each other. If you go to the NBA All-Star game, they support each other. That's just how professions work. There is no closer association between any of them. That's also a matter of fiction.
But seeing how much Jay-Z and Diddy have bigged each other up over the years, could this really be true? Because according to a recent lawsuit, Jay-Z and Beyoncé might have had a front row seat to some of the serious Diddy debauchery. In an April 2025 lawsuit, a man named Joseph Manzaro alleged that J and B were in attendance at a Diddy party that took place a decade prior in 2015. Manzaro claims that he was taken to Diddy's Miami mansion via an underground tunnel where he was escorted by a former porn star named Adria
Underground tunnel?
English. He also claims that he was drugged and paraded around Diddy's home half naked with a sex toy strapped to his face, and that's where he allegedly encountered Jay-Z and Beyoncé. According to Manzaro, B was shocked to see him and apparently said, "What's this? What's this all about? Why is this half-naked white man with a penis mask standing here in front of me?" And honestly, yeah, why? Even wilder is that Manzaro alleges that the party was organized by Diddy for his son Christian Combs' birthday, who was only 17 years old at the time. While Jay-Z and Beyoncé weren't named as defendants in the suit, Jay's lawyer Alex Spiro responded to the allegations, claiming that his client wasn't in Florida at that time to witness the incident. Manzaro then went back and amended the lawsuit to remove J and B's names from the filing. But the most damaging claim to J and B's reputation surfaced in December of 2024 when an anonymous woman filed a civil suit accusing both Diddy and Jay-Z of assaulting her when she was just 13 years old. The alleged assault was said to have happened at an MTV VMAs after party in the year 2000. Jay-Z responded by calling the accusation false and outrageous, alleging that the lawyer who filed the suit, Tony Busby, was committing blackmail. In February of 2025, just 2 months after the lawsuit was filed, the case was dismissed, quote, with prejudice. Both journalists and private investigators acknowledged that there were significant holes in the accuser's story.
Yeah, that Busby, even though I think Jay-Z and them, they do be doing some evil stuff behind the scenes, that Bugsby dude do be capitalizing off his knowledge as far as like being a lawyer and stuff like that,
including evidence that Jay-Z was at a completely different event during the night in question. In a recording released by investigators, the accuser verbally acknowledges that Jay-Z didn't assault her, even suggesting that her lawyer, Tony Busby, pressured her to involve Jay in the civil suit. But in another twist, the unnamed accuser recently released a statement that she only dropped the case out of, quote, fear and intimidation. Jay-Z, however, responded with a countersuit of his own, suing both his accuser and Tony Busby for defamation. Jay claimed that the accusations and rumors against him have led to death threats against his wife and children. And with recent reports that Diddy's stadium-sized Cowboy Carter tour has had trouble selling tickets, it's possible that the Diddy accusations have done permanent damage to the Carter's reputation. But now that Diddy's trial is underway, there's been speculation that Jay-Z might still be pulling strings behind the scenes.
All of that will be litigated in a court of law, but according to Jay-Z, he didn't have anything to do with it.
For years, Jay-Z has got...
I think if Diddy get out, I don't think Jay-Z gonna be around him no more. I don't think he gonna be seen with him no more. I don't think so, y'all. What y'all think? Y'all let me know in the comment section.
And a reputation for helping other embattled rappers with their legal trouble. In fact, some of the most famous and successful rap stars in the game have credited Jay with providing them with lawyers. In 2018, Lil Wayne acknowledged that Jay-Z helped him pay off a $14 million tax debt. In 2019, after rapper 21 Savage was detained by ICE and marked for deportation, Jay-Z dispatched his company Roc Nation and his lawyer Alex Spiro to handle 21's case, even though 21 was never signed to him. In 2020, Meek Mill mentioned that Jay had quietly paid off millions of his legal fees and spearheaded the effort to get him out of prison after Meek was arrested on a parole violation. On the 2022 song God Did, Jay confirmed that he had a hand in getting Meek back on the streets. Quote, "Me and Meek could never beef, I freed that nigga from a whole bid." Jay-Z clearly has a roster of some of the most lethally effective lawyers in the business and has been more than happy to lend out their services to his friends and peers. But it's been a totally different story when it came to Diddy. Joe Tacopina, who maintains a tight relationship with Jay's company Roc Nation, mentioned that he turned down offers to work with the Bad Boy boss precisely because he wants to avoid bad blood with Jay-Z.
I represent Roc Nation. A lot of people in Rock. I'm very close with Jay and Desiree Perez, who's most amazing, like bomb of a boss. Jay,
love him.
Amazing. You know, Jay Brown, all those people are just like, they really are special people. That's sort of family to me. And, you know, I don't think they're sort of
see eye to eye on things.
See eye to eye with.
Last question on that.
Diddy.
Joe Tacopina even backed up claims that Jay-Z and Diddy were never really close friends, alleging that it was strictly business between the two hip-hop moguls.
Nah. I mean, what are they talking about? What are they talking about? Come on, man. I don't buy that. I don't buy that. I think they close friends. That's what I think. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna leave a link in the description. Big Kish signing out. I'm gone, y'all.